television show. We are broadcasting from Yahweh and Yahshua's temple at 725.5 Howard Street in Evanston, Illinois. And we are in a new lesson entitled The Shepherd, the Stone of Israel. The Shepherd, the Stone of Israel. Let's go to Bereshith or Genesis, the 49th chapter. Genesis, the 49th chapter. We'll find out that the shepherd, the stone of Israel, is Yahshua HaMashiach. Yahshua the Messiah.
Praise the mighty Yah. Shabbat Shalom.
Genesis 49. And we're going to read one verse, verse 24. This is talking about Yosef, one of the 12 Banu sons of Israel. And it's talking about some qualifications that he had. And the qualification that he had that made him what he was Yahshua. Genesis 49 and verse 24 reads,
But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty Elohim of Yaakov. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel.
There's the title of the lesson. It says, but his bow, this is talking about Yahshua bow, abode in Koach, or strength. And the arms of his hands were made Koach, strong by the hands of the mighty Elohim of Yaakov. Says from this, from that same place is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. Let's go to Psalms, the 80th chapter. Psalms 80th chapter. I'm going to read one verse there. That's verse 1. Psalms 80th chapter. And verse 1 reads,
Give ear, O shepherd of Israel, thou that leadest Yosef like a flock, thou that dwellest between the cherubims, shine forth.
So this is talking about Yahshua sitting on the right hand, main hand of Abba Yahweh, the Father Yahweh. It says, Give ear, O shepherd of Israel, thou that leadest Yosef like a flock. Yosef is representing his people, Israel.
Okay.
Thou that dwellest between the cherubims, shine forth.
Yes.
Yachanan, the 10th chapter. Yachanan.
That's right. Yahshua shine and we shine in his age like Yahshua.
Yes, he does.
Wherever we go.
John 10. I'm going to read one verse here. Verse 11.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
10 and verse 11 reads,
I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
Yep.
all right, so
Yes,
this is
yes.
Yahshua talking about, I am the Tob
Yep, yep.
shepherd. The Tob Ra'ah. Yahweh's going to show us that what shepherd is. R-A-A-H. Ra'ah. I am Tob Ra'ah. Tob Ra'ah giveth his kai for the sheep.
Yes, he has.
The
Yes,
shepherd,
he
the
did.
stone of Israel.
Yes,
he
he
did.
did.
He gave his life
Yes, he did.
for the sheep. Let's go to Kepha, 5th chapter, and I don't know whether it's first or second because I didn't write it down. Let me see which one it is. Let's see. Second Peter, chapter 5. No, that can't be it.
First Peter's fine.
Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry. It's First Peter. And I was looking right at it. Thank you, sis.
Praise Yahweh.
First Peter, chapter 5, and one verse. Verse 4. First Peter, chapter 5, and verse 4 reads,
And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth
Yes.
not away.
That's what we striving for.
all these names are coming out for Yahshua. It says when the chief Ra'ah, chief shepherd shall
That's right.
appear,
He's the chief.
ye, talking about his people, shall receive a crown of kavod
Yes.
glory that fadeth not away.
That's what we striving for.
And so we see he's the good shepherd, he's the stone of Israel, he's the chief shepherd. This word shepherd is also means shepherd and shepherdess.
Okay.
So it means male and female.
That's right. Teacher tell like this so Israel can know.
R-A-A-H, found at Strong's number 7462. And it means to tend, to pasture, 7462. It means to tend, to pasture, to shepherd.
Right.
It means to be a shepherdess, ruler, teacher of a people as a flock.
Praise the mighty
To
Yah.
feed, graze Israel as a flock. To associate with, to be a friend of, and companion to. Let's go to Yirmiyah 17. So my Iysh, Micaiah understood he was following Yahshua, the shepherd, the stone of Israel.
That's right. That's right.
And the chief shepherd. He understood that. And he even embraced his title of under shepherd.
You know he was under Yahshua.
That's right. That's why he said under shepherd, Micaiah. He understood he was underneath the chief shepherd.
Hallelujah.
Jeremiah 17. I'm going to read one verse. Verse 16. Jeremiah 17.
Praise the mighty Yah for his revelation knowledge.
Praise Yahweh. 17 and verse 16 reads,
As for me, I have not hastened from being a pastor to follow thee. Neither have I desired the woeful day. Thou knowest that which came out of my lips was right before thee.
Praise Yahweh, that's what it's about.
In a shepherd's office, in the shepherd's office following Yahshua, they make this statement, as for me, I have not hastened from being a pastor to tend to watch over, to feed the sheep, to follow Yahshua. Neither have I desired how the woeful young, he said, Yahweh, you know, that which came out of my lips was Yahweh before thee. Because he was saying what thus saith Yahweh. Now the world sees being a shepherd as negative. Let's go to Bereshith 46. Talking about Mizraim here, but they're not the only ones that see being a shepherd as negative, under shepherd. See, they want to be the chief. There's only one chief shepherd.
Yahshua.
Genesis 46. Saying goes that they want to be all chiefs and no Indians.
That's right. You gotta have some evidence.
All chiefs and no under shepherds.
I know, right?
But my Iysh understood. Hey, I'm under Yahshua.
That's right. That's the way we supposed. That's it. He was a Nah. You're supposed to be a Nah. Better recognize who the chief is.
46. We're gonna start at verse 33. Genesis 46.
Praise the mighty Yah.
And let's read verse 33, please.
Praise him.
Hallelujah.
And it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you, and shall say, What is your occupation?
Verse 34.
That ye shall say, Thy servant's trade hath been about cattle from our youth even until now. Both we and also our Abbas, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. For every shepherd is an abomination unto the Israelites.
All right, so it says, it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall corral you and Shelomah, what is your occupation? What do you do? What's your job? That you, Shelomah, will say, your Abed trade has been about cattle from our youth even unto now, both we and our Abba, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. So they separating them. Says, for every shepherd, every ra'ah is an abomination unto the Egyptians. Again, not only the Egyptians, but shepherds are abominations to other people, being led by somebody, especially Yahweh and Yahshua being up underneath them, not being the chief. Let's go to Numbers, the 27th chapter. So now just the opposite of what the world thinks, like the Hamite Egyptians, Yahweh sees it as a problem when shepherds are missing.
Yeah, it is.
From among his people. He sees that as a problem to be solved and to be addressed. And to have shepherds put in place. Numbers 27. He wants the best for his people.
Yes, he does.
He understands. good for them to have shepherds.
It is.
Numbers 27, we're going to start at verse 15. Numbers 27.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Talking about the shepherd, the stone of Israel.
Okay.
Which is Yahshua HaMashiach. Numbers 27 and verse 15 reads.
And Moshe spake unto Yahweh, saying,
16.
Let Yahweh, the Elohim of the Ruach of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
Okay.
All right, now he's a man of Yahweh.
Right.
And he's saying unto Yahweh, hey Yahweh, we're going to let you do this.
Okay.
He said, let Yahweh, Ha Elohim of all Ruachs, of all flesh, set a Adam over the congregation.
Okay.
He's talking about setting up a shepherd. So men of Yahweh understand that not having a shepherd over a congregation, over people is a problem.
Yes, it is.
And it's something that needs to be addressed. It needs to be solved.
Right.
They need to go to Yahweh to have him set up a shepherd over that flock.
That's right.
Up under the chief shepherd.
Yahshua.
And the stone, Yahshua, verse 17.
Which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of Yahweh be not as sheep which have no shepherd.
That's right.
All right, so Yahweh says he doesn't want his people as sheep which have no shepherd, no ra'ah. He said, set a man, let Yahweh set a man over the congregation who can go out before them and come in before them and lead them out and bring them in.
Right.
Why? At Yahweh's leading.
Right.
And the man is up under the chief shepherd, which is Yahshua, being led and guided by Yahweh, so the people can see him going in and out.
Okay.
Verse 18.
And Yahweh said unto Moshe, take thee Yahshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is Haruah, and lay thy hand upon him.
So not just any man, any man.
Right.
But they petition Yahweh to set up a man that had Haruach, Yahweh's Ruach HaKadosh, his Holy Spirit, in him. Yahweh amar unto Moshe, take ye Yahshua, Haban of Nun, Adam in whom is Haruach. Talk about his power source, his personal Ruach.
Right.
And lay your hand upon him. What's he going to lay his hand upon him for? So he can perform the duty of being the under shepherd over Yahweh's people. Because Yahweh's people are not to be like sheep which have no shepherd.
Right, going astray.
Verse 19.
And set him before Eleazar the priest and before all the congregation, and give him a charge in their sight.
So not only this, but do it in front of the people.
Right.
So then you can understand that this is Yahweh that set this thing up.
That's right. Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Set him
before
Eleazar, HaKohen, and before all the congregation, and give him the command of what Yahweh's telling him to do in their sight. That is, to be the shepherd over these people, go in and out among them and lead them.
That's right.
Okay, let's go to Yechezkel or Ezekiel 34.
And people say the Ruach wasn't back there.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Think it just came on the Pentecost.
Ezekiel 34.
Praise the mighty
always
Yah.
has been, just like Yahweh Elohim always has been.
Hallelujah.
Ezekiel 34, excuse me. So the world looks at being a shepherd, under shepherd negatively, but Yahweh looks at it the opposite. Because he says it's a problem if people don't have a shepherd.
It is.
And it's a problem that he rectifies.
Right.
Ezekiel 34, and we're going to start at verse 5. Ezekiel 34. Hallelujah. And verse 5 reads,
and they were scattered because there is no shepherd.
Right.
And they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
So here's a negative thing that Yahweh is saying happens when people don't have a shepherd. He said they were scattered The reason was because there was no ra'ah. There was no shepherd. Again, Yahweh saying it's a problem when people don't have a shepherd.
Yes, it is.
To lead them in and out and to teach them. It said, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
Exactly.
So there's these wolves out here help the sheep. And then the shepherd is there. Yahweh's going to show us in this series to protect them and to guide them and let them know when to go in and when to go out. And
that's right.
Go in and
train them up which
give
way to
them
go.
wisdom to navigate this world that they're in. Verse 6.
Praise the mighty Yah.
My sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them.
See, if there was a shepherd, then he would have searched and he would have sought after them. It said, my sheep. Yahweh's talking about his people. Because there was no shepherd. In verse 5, it lets us know that's what the problem was. That's a problem. If there's not a shepherd.
A true shepherd of Yahweh.
My sheep were scattered throughout all the mountains. In other words, every little podunk, something named a religion, they got stuck in that. And were believing that because there was no man of Yahweh
no true Adam of Yahweh.
Amen.
To watch over them. And every high hill is talking about all these different, I don't know how many denominations of religion there are. They said years ago there was 400 something. So there's no telling what there are now. Said, every high hill, yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of high Erin, all over the earth, because there was no shepherd. And worse than that, none did search or seek them out. Because Yahweh says in a shepherd's mind and a shepherd's heart is to go after the sheep. He says he leaves the 99 and he goes after the one. Why? Because that's how Yahweh is.
That's right.
And he sets up people as shepherds over his people, so they have that in them, and he teaches them how to be shepherds over his people. Go to Yeshaya 44 or Isaiah 44. So Yahweh wants to, and he does set up shepherds. Isaiah 44.
Praise the mighty Yah.
You know Yahweh has set up a shepherd because you'll see he's got these qualifications and these qualities in him. He knows how to shepherd. Or ra'ah. Isaiah 44, going to read one verse. Verse 28. And Yahweh sets up different people. We see he set up this Go'i Melech right here. And he called him his ra'ah. Isaiah 44, let's read verse 28, please.
That saith of Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and shall perform all my pleasure. Even saying to Jerusalem, thou shalt be built, and to the temple, thy foundation shall be laid.
Praise Yahweh.
Here's another duty that Yahweh assigns to shepherds. And he gave this to this Go'i.
And he can choose whoever he wants.
He said, thus Amar of Cyrus, talking about Cyrus, telling you, okay, this is what I'm going to do with this king. He is my ra'ah. He is my shepherd. And shall perform all my pleasure. Even Amar to Jerusalem, you shall be built. So shepherds build Yahweh's temple. They build things for Yahweh. For his program, he said, and to Habayit or the temple, your foundation shall be laid. Shepherd. Let's go to Yirmiyah or Jeremiah 50.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise Yahweh. Yahweh set him up. He said, okay, this is what you're going to do, shepherd. So shepherds build.
They build up our Ruach in us.
They build for Yahweh.
Build up the hams for Yahweh.
Jeremiah 50 and one verse.
Praise
44. Praise Yahweh. Jeremiah 50. And let's read verse 44. And it reads,
Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, And who is that shepherd that will stand before you?
Hallelujah.
Yahweh is saying,
Hallelujah.
all right, something
All right.
happened. He's talking about Babylon falling.
Okay.
He said, who is a chosen Adam that I may appoint over her?
Right, right.
So who is that person that's preparing themselves to be in the office of being an under shepherd or being a shepherd?
Right,
He said,
right.
what's the qualification? Who's like me? Who's like Yahweh?
Right, right.
That's where you learn how to be a shepherd and an under shepherd. That's where you learn what shepherds are supposed to be like and what they're supposed to do and be to his people. He said, and who will appoint me the time? In other words, give me the time to groom them and make them what I need them to be and to tell them what they need to be doing for my people.
Right, right.
He says, and who is that Ra'ah? And he named, okay, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about putting a shepherd over my people.
Okay.
Who is that Ra'ah that will stand before me?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And a shepherd is only a shepherd when Yahweh says he's a shepherd.
Right.
And he fulfills the qualifications that Yahweh says this is what a shepherd does.
Right,
and
right.
is. Okay, let's go back to Yehezkel or Ezekiel 34 again.
Have that pay of Yahweh and Yahshua.
That's right, Ezekiel 34. We're going to read a verse lower down.
Right.
Ezekiel 34.
Right, yeah. Must be enough.
23. Ezekiel 34. And let's read verse 23, please.
And I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them.
Yeah.
Even my servant David, he shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd.
Yes.
All right, so
That's
here's
it.
talking about a Ra'ah again.
Right, right.
And then, so he said, shepherds feed the sheep.
Yeah, they do. You're supposed to.
They feed him with the spiritual food.
Right, right.
And then they also feed them in another way with physical food.
Okay.
And whatever else, whether it's emotional food or whatever,
all
the
that is
shepherds are
one.
there to nourish.
That's right.
Says-
And everything.
And this is talking about during the 1,000 year period.
Okay.
When Yahshua is going to be on the earth and set up his kingdom, his government. It says, I will set up one Ra'ah over them, and he shall feed them, even my Ebed Dawid. He shall feed them, and he shall be their Ra'ah or shepherd.
Okay.
Let's stay in the same book and go to the 37th chapter, Ezekiel 37.
Praise.
You can look at this second witness. And now it looks like there's more than one shepherd when we read this verse here. Ezekiel 37, we're going to read verse 24. Ezekiel 37. And let's read verse 24.
And David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them.
So you could kind of look at Yahshua as being the shepherd here, but we understand from Yehezkel 34 that Dawid is definitely going to be a shepherd in the 1,000 year period. And it says, Dawid, my Ebed, shall be Melech over him. So he's going to be king over the people during the millennium. But then you have the Melech, which is the king of kings, which is Yahshua HaMashiach. It says, and they all shall have one Ra'ah, one shepherd. They should also walk in my mishpat and observe my statutes and do them. All right, let's go to Zechariah, the second chapter. So Yahweh sets up shepherds because his people need shepherds, and his people are what are most important to him. Yahweh's people are most important to him. He wouldn't have sent his son to die for him.
Praise to mighty Yahweh. Told you Yahweh. Told you Yahweh.
Zechariah, the second chapter. I'm going to read one verse. Yahweh lets us know here that his people are right in the center of his eyes where he's looking. Whatever he's looking at, his people are right in the center. He's seeing everything through what somebody is doing to his people or for his people or about his people. So his people are right in the center.
Yeah, he said we are the apple of his eye.
2, and let's read verse 8. Zechariah 2 and verse 8 reads,
For thus said Yahweh Sabaoth, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoil you.
Okay.
For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
Yes.
all right,
Yes.
so he did. He said his people, he said, thus said Yahweh Sabaoth, after Hakavod, the glory, has he sent me unto Ha'am, the nations which spoiled you. They mistreated his people.
Right.
He says, for he that touches his people touches the apple of his eye. He looks at everything through the center of his people.
Right.
Are people treating him right, or are they treating him wrong?
Right.
He talks about throughout the book how he heard the cry of the children of Israel come up. And then he sent them a deliverer.
Okay, all the time.
Now let's go to Deuteronomy 32. So this word apple is the Hebrew word Iyshon. Iyshon.
Okay.
That's Iyshon. Iyshon. It's at Strong's number 380. And it means the middle, the deepest, the blackest, the center.
Okay.
It's talking about the pupil of the eye. Well, you look at the eye, then whatever the middle of it is, some are blue, some are brown. It's the center of the eye. So Yahweh's people are the center of what Yahweh is doing. Everything around. Everything is built around Yahweh's people.
Okay, praise up.
Deuteronomy 32. And you're going to read one verse. Verse 10. Deuteronomy 32. So anybody touch Yahweh's people wrong, he's looking at it. And he will. He says he will repay. He will
he's making record of it.
But when you're being trained as a shepherd, and Yahweh sets you up as a shepherd or under shepherd, under shepherd or under shepherdess, which that Hebrew word ra'ah is defined as both, then you will understand what him saying that his people are the apple of his eye, what it actually means. Let's read Deuteronomy 32 and verse 10.
Praise up.
And it reads,
He found him in a desert land and in the waste howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye.
All right, so he's saying Israel didn't start out that way. But he found him and he took him and he nourished him. And he
does. Yes, he will.
He took Israel up to a certain point and now they're the apple of his eye. It says he found him in a desert land in the waste howling wilderness, brought him out of the wilderness. The brother said from the gutter to the uttermost. He led him about. He Musar instructed him. Shelomah kept him as Iyshon, the apple of his eye. Go to Psalm 17.
Praise the mighty Yah.
So he put him right in the center. And as he says in Psalms, what is Adam that Yahweh thinks about him? That he's mindful of him. Whatever he is what Yahweh made him.
That's right.
And what he intends him to be. And so then we need to look at man the same way that Yahweh does. And Yahweh says, don't make merchandise of my people. Because then you're going to cross him the wrong way. Psalm 17, one verse, verse 8. Psalm 17 and verse 8 reads,
Keep me as the apple of the eye.
Yes.
Hide me under the shadow of thy wings.
Yes.
Now here's a person that understands. Oh, okay.
I know, right?
Understands what Yahweh said about them being right in the center of everything he's looking at.
Yes.
He says, Shamar me, keep me as Iyshon, as the apple of your eye. Hide me under the shadow of your wings. They know Yahweh has a vested interest.
Yeah.
He's interested in protecting and bringing his people on and nourishing them and making sure nothing happens to them bad. He wants everything good to happen to them.
Yes, he does.
That's why he sets up shepherds over them.
Right.
All right, go to Proverbs, the 7th chapter.
Praise the mighty Yah. Thank you, Lord Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Proverbs 7.
Lord Yahweh. Thank you for looking on us.
One verse. Verse 2. Proverbs 7. And verse 2 reads,
Keep my commandments and live.
And
and my law as the apple of thine eye.
Yes.
Now these are the people that are Iyshshah, or the apple of Yahweh's eye. The one that Shema his mishpah.
Yes.
Keep his commandments.
We have them.
And Kaya and live.
Yes.
And his Torah, his law, as the Iyshshah of his eye. Because his people are in the center of his eye, but also his commandments are right in the center of his eye.
It's a must.
He's looking to see if people are treating his people right, and he's looking to see if his people and other people are keeping his commandments.
Amen.
Right?
That's how they fall into the category of Iyshshah, or the apple of his eye. Let's go to Song of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. So Iyshshah is also translated as obscure. So Yahweh's people are hidden in him. They're obscure from the world. The world doesn't recognize them.
No, they don't.
And they're thinking that there's something that can be dealt with lightly or dealt with any kind of way. But Yahweh makes it clear to people who he is set up as shepherds to shepherd the sheep that they're right in the middle of his eye.
Right.
They're extremely important to him. Song of Solomon 2, I'm going to read one verse. Verse 3. Song of Solomon 2 and verse 3 reads,
As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under his shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste.
So this word Iyshshah, it also means literal apple.
Okay.
It says, as the apple tree among the trees of the wood.
Okay.
It's talking about Yahshua. As the apple tree. Yahshua is right in the center of Yahweh's will. He's right there in the middle of Yahweh's eye. In the middle of everything, all the plans that Yahweh has made concerning man, who is the apple of his eye. As the apple tree among the trees of the woods, he called his people trees of righteousness, right? Trees of Sadakah. So is mine beloved among Haban, among the sons. Well, Yahshua is what? Haban of Yahweh, the son of Yahweh. He says, so is my beloved among the sons of Yahweh. He says, I sat down under his shadow with great delight.
Yes.
So this time about Shelomah, hey, I sat down under Yahshua's shadow with great delight.
Right.
Under Yahweh's shadow with great delight. And his fruit was sweet to my taste.
Yes.
Talking about the dabar.
Dabar, that's it. Yeah, they are.
Sweet to the taste.
Yeah.
Skip over the same book to chapter 8.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Hallelujah. Praise Yahweh.
Praise him. It's revelation knowledge.
Chapter 8 and
It's
1
a half.
verse 5. Song of Solomon 8. And let's read verse 5. Iyshshah. Let's look at it. Verse 5.
Who is this that cometh up from the wilderness,
Huh.
leaning upon her beloved? I raised thee up under the apple tree. There thy mother brought thee forth. There she brought thee forth that bare thee.
Okay.
Hey, who was this that cometh up from the wilderness? Did the children of Israel
That's right.
coming from the wilderness? Again, from the gutter to the uttermost.
Right.
From the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of
Yeah.
light.
Hallelujah.
Leading upon her beloved.
Hallelujah.
It's about leaning upon the beloved Yahshua, the beloved bond of Yahweh. Yahweh says, I raised you up under the Iyshshah, the apple tree. There your brought you forth. There she brought you forth that bare thee. Let's go to Lamentations, the 2nd chapter. So Yahweh is talking about how he says he watched over his children like a hen watched over her chicks. Why? Because they're the apple of his eye.
Yes, we are.
Lamentations 2, we'll read one verse. Verse 18. Lamentations 2. Hallelujah. Iyshshah. The apple of Yahweh's eye.
Yes, we are.
These people are. Lamentations 2. That's behind Jeremiah. Yeah. So under shepherds know that Yahweh's people are the apple of his eye, and they know what being the apple of his eye means. Lamentations 2. Ready to read verse 18? Let's read it, please.
Their heart cried unto Yahweh. O wall of the daughter of Zion, let tears run down like a river day and night. Give thyself no rest. Let not the apple of thy eye cease.
So this is after Israel had disobeyed Yahweh.
Right.
And then here's this prophet Yirmiyah, this Nabi, and he's pleading to Yahweh.
Okay.
He's saying, you know, their heart, their mind, their mouth cried unto Yahweh.
Okay.
It says, O wall of Habeth of Zion, let tears run down like a river, Yowm and Layil. In other words, repent.
Okay.
Turn around. Said, give thyself no rest. And then Yirmiyah is saying, let not Iyshshah, the apple of your eye, cease from before you. Because they're getting ready to get kicked out of the land.
Yeah.
Because they had disobeyed Yahweh. Let's go to Yirmiyah, the 17th chapter. So my Iysh's heart was for the people.
Yeah.
In our first Bible class, there was a mother that had 6 small children, and she loved to come to class every week, and she had to gather them all up and get them there. And Yahweh had my husband go out and buy this big school bus so that we could go and pick them up and drop them off each week at Bible class.
Praise Yahweh.
He had it for that purpose.
Hallelujah. Praise somebody, Yah.
I mean, big giant school bus. Praise Yahweh.
Praise
Yahweh.
Jeremiah 17, and I'm going to read, start at verse 13. Jeremiah 17, and
praise Yahweh.
13 reads,
O Yahweh, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed. And they that depart from me shall be written in the earth, because they have forsaken Yahweh, the fountain of living waters.
All right, so it says, Yahweh, the hope of Israel, all that forsake you shall be ashamed. You're going nowhere fast without Yahweh, without following Him.
Right.
All that depart from Him shall be written in Ha'eret. In other words, they're going down to the earth. Because they have forsaken Yahweh. That was a big mistake. The fountain of Kayamayim.
Right.
Living waters. That's where everything that we get that pertains to this life and the next life comes from. And under shepherds know that. Verse 14.
Heal me, O Yahweh, and I shall be healed.
Yes.
Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Right?
Yes.
He said, Shalom me, O Yahweh, and I shall be shalom. He knows that Yahweh is the source of everything good.
Yes.
And he says, and I shall be Yahshua saved. For thou art my halal, my praise. Verse 15.
Behold, they say unto me, where is the word of Yahweh? Let it come now.
Now we read this verse earlier. This is verse 60, and we're going to read it again. He's saying, behold, somebody's saying unto him, okay, where is the Debar of Yahweh? Let it come now. And then verse 16 it says,
as for me, I have not hastened from being a pastor to follow thee, neither have I desired the woeful day. Thou knowest that which came out of my lips was right before thee.
And the man of Yahweh that he had appointed the shepherd stood up, and he gave the word of Yahweh. And they said, they're saying unto me, where's the word of Yahweh? Where's somebody to tell me what the word of Yahweh is? And then, being a pastor, hey, I hasten to follow you. I didn't, pull back. I followed you. And the word that came out of my lips was right before you, because I said exactly what you told me to say. Just like
Yahweh,
all of the shepherds and under shepherds he sets up does. Go to 1 Kepha.
Don't add, don't take from. Praise the mighty Yah.
1 Kepha or Peter, the 5th chapter. So under shepherds learn how to be shepherds. They learn. We have to be taught. The world doesn't tell you how to.
No, they won't. They will never tell you.
No, the world tells you how to.
They tell you
to be cruel to people.
That's right. Lie, steal, cheat.
People and how to manipulate people.
Right. They tell you to be raw.
But that's not how Yahweh teaches.
That's not how Yahweh rolls.
1 Peter 5. We're going to start at verse 1. So under shepherds learn how to shepherd.
Yes, you have
5 and verse 1 reads,
The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder, and a witness of the sufferings of Mashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Right. So
hallelujah.
The elders,
Yes.
the ones that have been in this thing, following Yahweh, studying the word, listening to Yahweh, which are among you, I build up. And he says, okay, I also am an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Mashiach. So it's not a point of how long you've been in this, but what you've learned. Okay, Mashiach suffered. It wasn't just on the cross that he suffered. He suffered for being the shepherd of Israel. He suffered for doing the right thing.
You know, right?
He suffered in the face of people not understanding he was a shepherd, telling them he wasn't this and he wasn't that. So this is what this man is talking about, along with going to the cross throughout his life.
Yes.
And he said, I'm a partner of the Hakabod, or the glory that shall be revealed.
Yes.
All right, verse 2. 1 Peter 5 and verse 2.
Feed the flock of Elohim which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly.
Yes.
Not for filthy
That's
lucre,
right.
but of a ready mind.
So here, young shepherds are being trained, and they have to learn this, how to be a shepherd or under shepherd. Feed the flock.
Right.
Whose flock is it? Of yours. No, it says, that's right. Of Yahweh Elohim's, which is among you.
Right.
Yahweh's people are not any man's people. They're Yahweh's people. He said, take the oversight thereof. But how do you take the oversight? He said, watch out for my people, but how do you do it? Not by constraint. Nobody forcing you to do it.
No, it's not.
Nobody got to come beg you to take the oversight, to take care of Yahweh's people, to serve Yahweh's people and do what's needful for the people. That's that constraint where somebody got to pull you and drag you to make you do it.
That's right.
He said, but willingly.
That's right. You ain't willingly if somebody got to
ready mind and a ready heart.
Right.
And not for what you get paid.
Right.
He called it filthy lucre. Why? Because you're thinking that doing something for Yahweh can be bought by paying you money to do it. So you're doing it for the wrong motive already.
Right.
So if you're not doing it for Yahweh, or you think you're doing it for some person, then you might as well go somewhere and sit down and not do it, because you're doing it for the wrong reason. You missed the mark already.
That's right. Y'all knows.
He said, but of a ready pay,
of a ready mind, that's right.
Where your mind understands, okay, this is the work of Yahweh. I'm doing this for Yahweh.
Ready for whatever Yahweh brings your way.
Is setting me up as a shepherd. And if you don't go the path that he takes you to be set up as a shepherd, you're not going to be a shepherd.
No, you're not. He going to remove you.
No, you're not even going to make it to the office. Verse 3.
Neither as being masters over Elohim's heritage, but being examples to the flock.
So the shepherds learn. They don't own Yahweh's people.
No, they don't. You ain't no master.
It's not a master-servant relationship, except for Yahweh and Yahshua and the people. It's not a shepherd that's here on the earth, a shepherd that's here on the earth, and then the people are here to serve them. No. That's how the world does it, master-servant. But Yahweh said, not as being master over Elohim's heritage. These are Yahweh's people.
Hallelujah. What an honor.
They shown the apple of Yahweh's eye.
That's it.
He said, but being examples to the flock. You be an example like Yahshua was an example.
That's right. He was our example.
Yahshua did what? He gave his all for the flock. He was there for them.
Yes.
Amos, the 3rd chapter. So the shepherds learn how to be shepherds. And again, if you don't learn and follow the path that Yahweh says, you won't have a flock. Amos 3. 3, we got to start in verse 12. Amos 3.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise Yahweh. And verse 12 reads,
Thus says Yahweh, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs, or a piece of an ear, so shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria, and in the corner of a bed, and in Damascus in a couch.
So now Yahweh's talking about shepherds going and seeking, though that leaving the 99 and going and seeking that one was lost. Said, thus said Yahweh, as Hara'ah, the shepherd, taken out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs, or a piece of an ear. What he taking the sheep that the lion done tried, to bite.
Right.
And he's wrestling with the lion to get the legs out, the sheep legs out of the mouth of the lion, or a piece of an ear that the lion bit off. So he's dealing with the grizzly bears and the rough people that try to snatch away Yahweh's people that the devil sends. This is what shepherd does. Yahweh says, as the shepherd, as Hara'ah, this is what they do. They go to task with these bears and these sharks and different things that are circling around trying to eat up Yahweh's people. The shepherd takes it out of the mouth of the lion, the 2 legs or a piece of an ear. It says, so shall a band of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria, in the corner of a bed, in Damascus, in a couch. So they got them stuck down in there. And he's using a natural example to give you a spiritual understanding about the lengths that he teaches shepherds to go to get their people out of the hand of the wicked. Verse 13.
Hear ye, and testify in the house of Yaakov, says Yahweh Elohim, the Elohim Sabaoth.
All right, he says, Shamar ye, hear what I'm telling you. This is how you recognize who's the shepherd that Yahweh has set up. He goes and he gets the sheep. He said, and testify in Habayit of Yaakov. Tell the people. Said Yahweh Elohim, Ha Elohim of Sabaoth. So then they can recognize, oh, this is a shepherd. Okay, this is somebody that's really good. They're going to go and they're going to get me. They're going to, Yahweh going to show them how to protect me. And they're really in love with me and with what want for the people. Yahweh wants for the people. Go to 1 Samuel 17. So as a shepherd, we look at how David recounts of what he did to protect his father's sheep. And this is just a physical example to show about how Yahweh just told us in Amos about this guy taking the ear out and the 2 legs, a piece of an ear. 1 Samuel 17. And the sheep looked like he was pretty beat up, but hey, he went to that lion and took that piece of ear back. That's what shepherds do. Take it back. That's right.
Take it back.
Give it up. You give it up.
Get out of here, punk.
1 Samuel 17. We're going to start at verse 33. 1 Samuel 17.
Praise the mighty Yah.
And let's read verse 33, please.
And Shaul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him. For thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth.
All right, so here's Shaul telling David what he can't do and why, he's outmatched. All right, so what does David tell him in 34?
And David said unto Shaul, thy servant kept his Abba's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took the lamb out of the flock. Now
this is exactly what we just read about over here in Amos. David amar unto Shaul, thy Ebed shamar his Abba's sheep. I was keeping my father's sheep. And there came a lion and a bear, 2 of them, 2 grizzlies, and took a lamb out of the flock. Now we're going to see David, he's a shepherd. He didn't run the other way. No, he went for both of them. He didn't say, ooh, there's a lion and a bear. Maybe if it was just one of them, he didn't even think twice about it. Why? He had a shepherd's mind. Yahweh set him up as a shepherd. Verse 35.
And I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth, And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him.
All right, so it said that he went after.
That's right.
I went after him and smote him. Hey, he didn't say, he just said him, but we're going to see the next verse. He went after both of them. He said, I went after him, ran after him, and I killed him and delivered it out of his mouth. Why? He's looking to protect the sheep.
Right, right.
He was going to do what was necessary to get that sheep back.
Praise the mighty
Why?
God.
Because Yahweh set him up. And that's what men of Yahweh, the shepherds of Yahweh, are set up to do. And it says, and he said, it wasn't like he just laid over and played dead. It said, and when he rose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him. So that's both of them right there. Whichever one tried to come first. I said, okay, I grabbed that one by the beard and then I killed him. Okay, and then here come the next. I'm going to kill him too. All right, verse 36.
Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he hath defied the armies of Hakai.
Praise the mighty God.
He said, yep, your Ebed slew both of them, lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine going to be just like them, because he's defied the army of Kaya Elohim.
That's right.
All right.
This lion and bear tried to come and take my father's sheep.
Right.
Yahweh set me up as a shepherd over the sheep. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did. And Yahweh gave me some practice to deal with this Philistine. I'm going to do the same thing he did in that instance. So I'm already prepared.
That's right.
Yahweh already has me.
That's why he calls you to prepare you.
Verse 37.
And David said, moreover, Yahweh had that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear. He will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Shaul said unto David, go, and Yahweh
That's
be
right.
with thee.
Praise the
So
mighty God.
Yahweh called it.
Yeah.
Call things that be not as though they were.
Right.
Yahweh said, moreover. He added to it. As the song goes, before I take it back, I'll add more to it. He's talking about what Yahweh will do for me and through me.
Right.
He said, Yahweh that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear. He will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Shaul, he got enthused too. He said, Shaul Amar to David, go, and Yahweh be with you. So, I got to see this.
Praise the mighty
Praise Yahweh. Why? Because you don't run across shepherds, under shepherds every day that are trusting Yahweh and being led by Yahweh to do what Yahweh has told them to do.
Right.
Let's go to 1 Samuel, the 13th chapter. So Yahweh dethroned this one that said, oh yeah, go, and Yahweh be with you. He dethroned this king for not being a shepherd over his people. For not shepherding his people. Yahweh sat him down. He says that Yahweh sets up Melech and he sets him down.
Yes, he will. Yes, he has.
And he set Shaul, he set David up. Because we're going to see this phrase before we turn out that he wanted a Adam after his own after his own pay as a shepherd. 1 Samuel 13, and we're going to read one verse 14. 1 Samuel 13, and let's read verse 14, please.
But now thy kingdom shall not continue. Yahweh hath sought him a man after his own heart. And Yahweh hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which Yahweh commanded thee.
So this is what Yahweh is looking for in shepherds. This is how the shepherd, the stone of Israel, is. And this is how the men and women that Yahweh sets up,
Teach it to like it is,
shepherdesses. It says, he dethroned this guy, Shaul. He says, now your Malchus shall not continue. Why? It says, Yahweh has sought Adam after his own pay, his own ruach, his own mind. And Yahweh has sabbath him to be captain over his am. So the shepherds are captain over Yahweh's people. Again, they're not masters, they're not lords over.
No, they're not.
They're captain, with the captain showing them how to go out and take the territory, how to go out and be victorious, and how to stay up under the blood of Yahshua and under the instructions from on high, so they are protected.
Yes.
It says, because Shaul, you didn't keep that which Yahweh SABBATH commanded you. Let's go to Acts 13, and this is the last verse.
The mighty Yah.
So a man after Yahweh's own mind,
that's it.
heart,
He said, let this baby be in you. That's in him.
That's what Yahweh calls a shepherd.
Okay.
Acts 13.
Praise the mighty Yah. Hallelujah. Praise him.
Hallelujah. Praise Yahweh. Acts 13, one verse. I'm going to read verse 22. Acts 13. And let's read verse 22, please.
And when he had removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king, to whom also he gave testimony and said, I have found David the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart, which shall fulfill all my will.
Praise the mighty Yah. All or nothing.
The same thing. It said when he had removed him from Shaul, he raised up unto them David to be their king. To whom also he gave testimony in Amar. I have found David, Haban of Jesse, Adam after mine own lay, mine own pay, which shall fulfill all my will. And we saw an example of how he was after his own mind. He got rid of the bear and the lion. He did what was necessary to protect the sheep.
That's right. He had a bear.